Hi everyone, right, welcome to this. This is May's Samurai Monthly Topic, and this month we are talking about samurai face masks. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about monthly topics, basically my name is Antony Cummins. I'm a historical researcher and I deal with historical ninjutsu and samurai warfare. And we're doing monthly videos, and this month we are basically fixed on the face, but this is not the first video. The first video was actually done by Scott from Sengoku Studies, and the exact video, not just the playlist, is linked in the top comment. So go and have a look at Scott's video. So this is what I learned from Scott's video. So let's deal with Scott's video first, then we'll move on to my stuff. So if you haven't seen it, go and watch it because there's more information than I'm about to give. But basically we have something called mengu, which means face equipment, if you like. It's the same as dogu, which is tools and equipment. And like Scott says, there's lots of ways to interpret the kanji for gu. So mengu is an overall term for guards and faces. Now, Menpo, he has as half cover, which I don't disagree with, but I'll get onto that in a bit with some more stuff in here, in this book. And then he has Hanbo, which is a half jaw. Now, one interesting thing he does say, and he says he's not sure if it's true, but he's heard about it, that samurai had face hair because most people didn't wear a mask and they actually had to tie their ties on their chin. So the face hair, the beards, was a bit of protection. Now, you don't often see samurai depicted with beards, but the Sengoku period, they have beards. And everybody says Asian men don't grow beards, but they clearly do, and the samurai had loads of beards. And though, because if you look at old art, not a lot of warriors wear face masks. However, there is a eyewitness account of the Japanese invasion of Korea by a Korean, and he says he saw a rider come over the hill dressed with a demonic mask on, and I thought, oh my god, that is ace. And also the Jesuits talked about these demonic-esque masks, and I think some of the commentators, so the Jesuits for the 1500s, and I think some of the commentators from the 1800s also talk about these gleaming, bristly masks that they had, which is cool because some of them are now in museums, even though they were back there in the day, which I found great. So from Scott's channel, I'm not going to do more about Scott's video, go and watch it, okay, go and watch it, and we'll get on to mine. Now, the problem with equipment is there are many terms used across Japan, and sometimes them terms switch over, and sometimes the meanings are different, and sometimes schools have different meanings for the same words. So what I'm going to do, Scott's information from his is about what is standard today, is standard and seen, but I'm using today a 17th century text called Heigu Yoho, and it is in this book, Samurai Arms, Armor, and the Tactics of Warfare. And I'm going to put the kanji on the screen for you somewhere here. So, and this was written by Isui Sensei, so I'm going to say Isui Sensei. So Isui Sensei talks about Menpo, and he shows a description of Menpo, and he shows an image of them. And it's exactly as Scott has said it, like a half-face cover. But he also uses a term called hoate, so which is just the generic term for face covering. And again, the kanji will be on the screen here. So hoate is part of it. So are mengu and hoate the same thing? That's my question. I don't have the answer to that, guys. Does anybody know the answer to that? Down below. Now, in this text, it says there are various terms to be used in various styles. So I'm going to read it here for you. So those face guards which have nose pieces, you know, the traditional ones here are called menpo, while those without a nose piece are called sarubo, okay, which are sarubo. So I'm going to guess is monkey, but I've not checked the kanji. I'll have a look. Those with a lower jaw that only cover this bit are called echubo, while those that have a removable nose piece are actually called Tsubakurabo. Sorry, it's a long one, that. Tsubakurabu. I've not memorized that word, as you can tell. So, when we see a face mask and it's got a removable piece, it technically should not be called a menpo, according to Natori Ryu, according to this school. And it should instead be called a Tsubakurabo. But if it has a fixed piece, it's a menpo. So, but that's just one school. Can we say that is true of everything? I'm not sure. Now, that is a basic overview. So you get complete face masks, you get face masks with a nose that are fixed, you get face masks with a nose that are detachable, and you get jaw masks, okay? They are the specific types of masks, and they each have a name as discussed below. So, or before, I should say. So, what we're going to do in the next video is we're going to look at the individual parts of the face mask, okay? I'm going to go through that. And you might be getting some more of these off Scott, and we're not sure who else is having a go. And if you are a YouTuber and you would like to add to this discussion, just send me a link to your video and I'll add it to this list. But before I go, make sure, without doubt, you must click Scott's video and go watch it. It's got some great information, and make sure you subscribe to Scott.